Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Character is like a tree and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is and the tree is the real thing. I laugh because I must not cry, that is all, that is all. It's not me who can't keep a secret. It's the people I tell that can't. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? I can see how it might be possible for a man to look down upon the earth and be an atheist, but I cannot conceive how a man could look up into the heavens and say there is no God. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. The probability that we may fall in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. It shall not deter me. Education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching them to behave as they do not behave. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts, and beer. I happen temporarily to occupy this big White House. I am living witness that any one of your children may look to come here as my father's child has. I desire to so conduct the affairs of the administration that if, at the end, when I come to lay down the reins of power, I have lost every other friend on earth, I shall have at least one friend left, and that friend shall be down inside of me. You think slavery is right and should be extended, while we think slavery is wrong and ought to be restricted. That I suppose is the rub. It certainly is the only substantial difference between us. In giving freedom to the slave, we assure freedom to the free, honorable alike in what we give, and what we preserve. We shall nobly save, or meanly lose, the last best hope of earth. No man is good enough to govern another man, without that other's consent. I say this is the leading principle, the sheet anchor of American republicanism. This is a world of compensations, and he who would be no slave, must consent to have no slave. Those who deny freedom to others, deserve it not for themselves, and, under a just God, cannot long retain it.